All right. Don't really need to do much setup for this one. So I uh, I just randomly popped through my YouTube channel because um I was looking at my list of Steam games and seeing what I had played, and seeing that certain games I had played I hadn't played since, like, you know 2020 or 2021 or 2018. I think I saw one, which is crazy to me. Wow, I haven't played Boneworks since 2022? That's ridiculous. I've been wanting to open up that game again for months, dude. Um, it's kind of crazy to me how much time goes by, and this is kind of getting into, you know, this is kind of getting into, this same territory as the whole, like, reason behind the stream is, we don't really realize how much time passes until it's already passed. I mean, looking at these games that I feel like I could remember opening and playing a few months ago, I go back and I realize, oh my god, I opened this in 2022, which was 4 years ago. That kind of thing. I'm sorry, 3 years ago. I'm stupid. It's still a long time ago. It's still a long time though. Like, last time I played Superstars, the last time I played Superstars was um 2023, which is insane. Okay, I didn't want to run the game. Don't do that. Thank you. Like, that's crazy to me. Let me look at, like, Forces, maybe 2023. Yeah, I was just kind of looking back and seeing, like, oh my god, Moonbase. Oh, I played it in 2020. I forgot about that. Oh, that's right, because I recorded a video on it, I think. Or did I? Did I record a video on Moonbase? I feel like I did. And I definitely recorded a video on it, but I don't know if I ever published it. Because I did play Moonbase and record it, and I had some footage of it, but I don't... I guess maybe I'd never... Oh my god, Tory Bash. Wow, I played that in 2019. I don't remember that at all. CD, I played that in 2021, which makes sense. Well, actually, it would have made more sense if I played it in 2020. But it looks like I might have opened it again at some point. I don't remember. Trying to find, like, a really old game that I... Oh, where is Speedrunners? Where is that game? Oh, come on. I know I have... Where is Speedrunners? I don't have it installed. Okay, 2018. Speedrunners 2? What? Hold on. They're doing Speedrunners again? Oh, dude. I did not know about that. Speedrunners 2 public playtest. Dude. Oh, this is gonna be sick. Dude, I remember, like, 90% of the reason why I even played Speedrunners is because I found out Scout was in the game. And I was a big TF2 player at the time. That's cool. It's coming out this year. Does it have a date yet? No. I can playtest it, but I don't know if I'll actually end up playing it. 64 player tournaments. That is ridiculous, dude. Speedrunners was, like, the GOAT. I remember I got gifted Speedrunners, I think. By a friend. Oh, I reviewed it, I guess. I reviewed it. When did I review it? I reviewed this game in 2015. Wait, how? How did I review the game in 2015 if it came out in 2016? How is that possible? How did I... Oh, okay. Why does the release date on Steam say 2016? Because it sure seems like the game came out in like 2011 is what it's saying. Released on Steam in 2013. Oh, got it. In early access. Got it. So I had this game in early access? I did not know that. Okay. Anyway, I'm getting very distracted. So the point is, we let time slip us by very quickly, and we don't really realize how much time has been spent. So a lot of times we wind up kind of looking back and being like, oh wow, that was kind of a fun memory, or oh, maybe that wasn't a fun memory, or that kind of thing. You know what I mean? So it's nice to go back and look at some old stuff every now and then. So while I was checking my Steam games, I saw a game and I didn't really recognize the last play date, because I know the last time I played the game was when I recorded it for YouTube, and it felt like the dates didn't line up, but sure enough, I checked the release date of the video and it lined up relatively well from when I would have recorded it, edited it, and then released it. So, and then I just kind of went on a small like dive on my YouTube channel. So I originally was gonna just like watch my first video because I haven't seen it in a while. But I was kind of like self-commentating while I was watching it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna probably do this on stream instead. So, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm going to remove this. I don't need the game capture. Window capture. Right, okay. I don't know why we have a window capture, but okay. That should be good. Let me just make sure that's actually working. Did I drop any frames? No, okay, good. Alright. So, this doesn't show any of my stuff, does it? No, it doesn't. Okay. Interesting. I should probably actually move this up here just because I usually have it up here anyway. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of record this little video because it's been a fat minute since I've seen this video, and I also just kind of want to talk about what goes on in the video and commentate on my probably lackluster gameplay. Because I think I've since gone back and played most of Brutal Doom. I don't remember though. It's been a while. Because I remember when I was working on this video, I played Brutal Doom 2, and I got to the end boss, and it was hard as shit. And then I decided, okay, whenever I do Doom 2, I'm not gonna play Brutal Doom. So I chose a completely different mod, because I was worried about it being difficult because I'm a pussy. But I'm a lot better at Doom nowadays. Because this is when I was like getting into Doom. And since then I've played all of Doom 2016, all of Doom Eternal, all of the new Doom, the Dark Ages. I loved that game. It was fantastic. Honestly, I would have played it on stream, but I was more concerned about just having my own little reserved reaction to it and things like that. But it was a very good game. It was a very good game. Honestly, I probably won't be streaming very many games unless it's like something Sonic related, which I already have the new racing game on pre-order, so when that comes out, I probably will stream it, but that's in like September. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to do some quick volume leveling just to kind of see where this is at volume-wise, because I don't want the audio, the video to be too loud or too quiet. So I know the beginning is going to be very loud, so I'm just gonna.
I did play most
Yap
of
yap
Unity.
yap 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 yappity yappity yappity. All right, let's find out if that sounds good. Yap yappity. So yeah. Okay, so I need to increase the volume. That's fine. All right. Yeah, that should be good. All right. So I think we're ready to get this started. So I'm gonna bring it back to the beginning. Yeah, I'll probably be pausing a little bit just to kind of talk about some stuff that happens in the video. Maybe just to kind of discuss some background stuff, because I wasn't very open with a lot of things that were going on in my life. But I can probably very easily remember what's going on here. So yeah, let's get started. I think the intro is going to be really loud, so I'm going to lower the volume. Oh yeah, so just before I start, so that the music, I don't know if I ever talked about this, but the music that plays in the intro to all of my videos was actually a song that I wrote, and I think that's the demo version of it, actually. It is the demo version, yeah. Whenever the album, so this, yeah, April 3rd, 2020, I think I probably had just made that, I think I had just made that. Let me look. I don't know if this song is still in my files, but doesn't look to be, unfortunately. Not a huge deal, to be honest, but that's okay. I think it's somewhere else on my computer, somewhere, I imagine. I've got to have it somewhere. They might be lost to time, but that's not really a huge deal. Oh, I think I've sent them through DMs and stuff like that. Maybe I could probably access it if I really cared about it. My very first album. Well, technically it was my second album, but it was my first like major release. You know, it went out on Spotify. I actually talk about it in this video because I was working on it while I was, you know, still in school and everything. And it actually released, I think, once I graduated. Well, no, because I graduated in 2021. So, yeah. Yeah, I used the demo version of this track because the album didn't come out until, like, I think the single, we released a single for it, but we ended up deleting that single because we remixed the song for the album, and it was, like, so different from the single release that we were just like, yeah, we're just gonna get rid of it. And honestly, I've kind of done away with singles because, I don't know, I just don't like them. Anyway, yeah, the single for this, I think, released probably later after this video, or maybe around the same time. And then the full album didn't release until, like, November. But I think if I go back... If I go back and take a look and see, I can probably find which video started the newer... No. Not that one. Oh, okay. It was the one-off video. It was the one-off video where I played a Fantastic Game. Which I love this Fantastic Game video because I 1 billion% had played that game before, but that was my first time acting like I had never seen it before. So yeah, that was funny. That's an amazing game. It's kind of like a an olden age OG kind of thing. So, but it was still funny to me at that point, and I was like, you know what, I killed the one-off thing. I killed off the one-off series very quickly. It was a good idea at the time. I don't know why I just did that. It was a good idea at the time, but I don't think I did anything else with it. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do. No, stop. Um, there we go. I don't remember what. I think I did. I did. I did the Fantastic Game. I did the Isaac game. I did Doom 4 Vanilla, the Doom 4 Vanilla WOD because that was cool and I liked it. I played Roboblast 2. I played Smash Flash 2, and then I just killed it off completely because I had to focus more on actually playing the games that I recorded for like the main series. So I stopped doing that. Anyway,
Hey, just a disclaimer before this video starts.
because this audio is dog shit. I don't remember what mic I recorded this with, but I had to add this in post, and I used a completely different microphone, and I think it was like in the middle of the night, so I had to whisper, and this was when I was still in school.
Didn't realize that this free software I downloaded to edit my videos has a big fat watermark that they.
Yeah, so when I was editing with this software, I downloaded it and I'd heard about it being a decent free editing software. There was I don't remember ever seeing any mention of there being a watermark until I rendered the video, and I was pissed. I was pissed. Because I was like, okay, maybe it's free for a certain amount of time, they'll let you use it for a little bit. No, it's free, but there's a big fucking watermark, and I was pissed. I was so pissed.
Replace over the videos for free users. Um, I've already finished this entire video and I've only learned this now, so I'm probably gonna have to keep the watermark on here. It's gonna suck really bad. It's probably not gonna look very good, but I don't really mind that much because I have.
It's really funny to me that this video has, I don't think this has the most video views on my channel, but it's very close. I think the most viewed video is, oh right, yeah, is this video for some reason. I don't know what happened with this, but this, for whatever reason, is my most popular video, and this is a good video, so I'm glad it's popular. It got some traction. I really wanted to do an in-depth review of Frontiers. I'm sorry, Frontiers, but I never really got into it because I have a lot to say about Frontiers, and I could yap for like 2 hours on Frontiers alone. That video would be very, very, very long. And I'd have to write a lot for it. I have a lot of videos planned for some stuff. I have a video planned about my favorite band. I'm going to talk about the history of the band and like what makes them, I think, a good band and what makes them like so important to me. And then also I have a video talking about my music stuff, like small little fun facts and little like tidbits and secrets of stuff that I have included or done in my music in the past. Stuff that people that aren't really me wouldn't really notice, but it might be something nice just to kind of do. And I have some notes for it. I originally only did it for the first album, but I might do it for every album, just kind of bundle it all in one video, talk about every song individually, that kind of thing. Be a little fun fact video. I don't know. It might be kind of fun to do, because I haven't done like a proper video like that where I sit and record and edit and write something like that, because it's a nice experience. Anyway.
Editing software I can use. One of my friends lent me one of their editing softwares, and it's for free. It has no watermarks, and nothing is, supposedly going to go wrong with it. So for the next video that I upload, I will use that video editing software.
So I don't remember the name of the software um, that I named in this video, but I remember the person I was dating at the time. Um, their school, um, their school had like donated them like a software, not donated, like they allowed them to use the software. I don't remember what for, but I think they used it under their account and it was free for them. It was very bare bones. You could place in video and audio, you could cut, you could add in pictures, things like that. I used that for a very long time. And I think the first video I used with OBS, and Premiere would have been like, well, I think I was using OBS pretty early on. Because this video is recorded with the, is this going to show on screen? No, it's not. Okay. The Windows G thing. I don't remember what. Oh, don't show that. I wanted to show the channel. The Windows G thing. I'm trying to remember which video I started using OBS on. I don't remember. I feel like it might have been. Oh, it was one of these. I think it was part 3, because this is when Knuckles is here. Tails. Yeah, that's not the. It was one of these that I started using OBS on. It was this one. Here it is.
I don't know. Me with this.
Oh, no, that's Amy. Where the hell is... Which one did I play Knuckles? Did I click part 4 or part...
It's probably not.
Oh, here we go.
How far I can get with Knuckles, because I'm not a big fan of the story, honestly.
Oh yeah, I remember this. Oh, and I opened the game and I selected the wrong save file. This is already a completed save file. And I didn't realize it
Knuckles, chill out.
until very late. But with this video, I was still using the old editing software. And I think the first video I used Premiere on would have been like Adventure 2, I think it was. One of the first videos in Adventure 2 I used it. Because it was just way better. And I managed to get a version of it from my father. But yeah, I don't remember the name of it, but it was honestly pretty good for what it was, and it worked well enough. I didn't have any really major issues with it or anything like that. I used that for a while until I got Premiere, which I still have Premiere on my laptop. I don't have it on my new computer, unfortunately. I have it only on my laptop, so if I ever need to edit something, I have to pop my laptop out, but it's not a huge deal.
Should have no watermark, should be perfectly fine. So, just disclaimer, whenever you see a big fat watermark all over the screen, you can't see anything.
Anyway, okay.
Alright, this appears to finally be working.
Okay, I don't remember what microphone I was using here. I might have been... Okay, so I went through a lot of different microphones throughout, like, the time frame of my YouTube account. I don't remember which mic I started with, but I remember the only headset I had at the time was a PlayStation headset, but it worked on PC. You had to plug it in via USB. It worked through Bluetooth. The battery did not last very long, so a lot of times I had it permanently plugged in while I was using it so it didn't die. Microphone wasn't the best. Audio was pretty good for the most part, but I used that for a very long time. Then I got this cheap headset, which I think I still own. I think I still own it somewhere in here. It's a blue headset. I don't remember the name of it, but... Oh yeah, no, this is it right here. Holy shit, I forgot I still have this fucking thing. It was a cheap headset from Amazon, relatively cheap. Koshin each. Some, like, JoJo Jabroni headset. It's all blue. I had this for a long time, and I think I was using it for a very long time until I got the headset I have now. I might have been using it then, even. I don't remember exactly, but, I used that for a very long time. Let me actually look that up. Quotient each. Oh, they actually make a lot of headsets. Here it is. This is the one. This is the one that I had. And it had two USBs. Well, not two USBs. It had one USB, and then it had two audio cables, which I had to get an adapter because there was a headphone and a microphone, and I had to take an adapter and combine it into one so they would work with my computer. Because the dual prong kind of thing was a much older kind of setup. So I used that for a very long time, and I think I used that for most of like towards the end of my videos and stuff. Once it got towards like the latter half of like 2021 into something like that, or 2022 maybe, something like that, I got an actual microphone set up, like a live mic. It's not like a. It's more of like a microphone like you'd use for like a concert, like a live concert, like a vocal mic. Which one is this? Is this the SM58? I believe it's called. Very popular mic. No, I'm sorry. No. SM58. No, it's the Beta 58A is what I was thinking of. SM58 is a real microphone. No, this is a very, very nice microphone. This is a very nice vocal mic. It works really good for recording vocals as well, which I don't do very often. Every now and then I use this mic to record guitar. It's very unorthodox, but it works. I just kind of have to EQ the shit out of it. Acoustic guitar, I mean. But I was using it a lot of times just as my microphone, as my main mic. I'd use that with my studio headphones. And I'd run it through an audio device. So I could use it in Discord, I could use it on streaming, I could use it in games, and it was just the highest quality mic I had had for a while. And I used that for pretty much until the end of my YouTube career. I quit like 2022, something like that. I don't remember when. It's not that important, but yeah, let's keep watching.
We are playing Brutal Doom. This is the original Doom with the Brutal Doom add-on played over. I literally don't know. This is gonna be my first video ever.
I sound like a baby here.
You know, for this whole gaming channel thing. Okay, stop. Thank you. Alright,
I don't know what I was yapping about.
We're gonna play as much of Knee Deep in the Dead as I can, because right now, I am currently, I know, I'm playing a dumb baby mode. Actually...
Yeah, I started this up on I'm Too Young to Die, or I'm sorry, or it was Hey Not Too Rough. Originally it was Hey Not Too Rough, and originally I was going to play through it there, but then I changed it to Hurt Me Plenty, which for me at the time was kind of hard, especially considering this version of the game is a lot harder. I think nowadays I could probably easily do this on Ultraviolence, but I don't know, it's been a while.
No, we're not playing dumb baby mode. We're gonna play big boy mode. That's not any better. But I just beat this last night. I was just trying to test it out, regular Doom. So I don't know anything about Brutal Doom other than it's brutal. I did play through most of Doom 2. I did play most of Doom 2.
Yeah, so there's some crackling audio in the back because of the Windows G screen capture thing that I was using. It was dog shit. It was very bad. It did not work like at all. And also, I think I was still using my older laptop at the time. Which, by the way, I forgot to mention that completely. I had a completely different laptop for a little while that I was recording on, I was editing with, so it might have been part of that. I know whenever I changed to the newer laptop that I have currently, my dad got a new laptop. He gave me his old one. I still have it, and I still use it to record music mostly. I don't use it other than that. I just really hope it doesn't die anytime soon, because that's got, like, everything I need on it. I should probably back up a lot of that stuff, because I'm recording a brand new record on there right now. I have one that's being edited and it's going to be released here pretty soon, hopefully. But I'm already working on another one. I need to make sure I don't lose any of that data. But it's not showing any signs of dying, which is good. So maybe it should be okay.
With brutal.
The only issue I had with my old laptop was the battery. The battery just kind of gave up on itself. The laptop works just fine, but you know, the battery didn't last. It had to be plugged in like permanently, otherwise it would just never work.
Pretty cool, actually.
I didn't have the money to replace the battery.
Way too late, and I was at risk of falling asleep when I needed to be awake to go to my virtual classes.
Okay, two things. One, I noticed I pressed the button to go outside, and then didn't go outside for some reason. I didn't know if I had made the connection that's what that button did yet. But I probably just jumped through the window anyway. Oh no, well you can go through the other door towards the exit and go through that way anyway. So there's two ways to get to it, but I think that door is also a secret. The other thing is the virtual classes thing. I completely forgot that I was still in school, and this is like peak COVID, by the way. This is April 3rd, 2020. I had only been out of school for maybe 2 months. Because what time, what? Oh, no. Right, because that was like March 2020. It was February going into March. It was right around the time of spring break. And spring break eventually turned into 2 weeks. 2 weeks turned into 1 month, and then 1 month turned into the rest of the school year, and I was like, oh shit, this is serious. That was a crazy time of my life. I will never, ever, like, wow. I mean, just an absolutely crazy time of my life. Being home every single day, doing online school, and I had plenty of time to do shit like this once I was done. You know, I could do this shit on my lunch break even, because I think this video was probably only like 45 minutes long. And because I think I was doing this in my junior year, this was me finishing up my junior year, but school was out for like a month or so. I think school went back in, I think... Oh, no. I think school was out for the entirety of March, and then when April started rolling around, towards the end of March into April, I think they were like, all right, we need to figure out like this online school stuff, like now. So, yeah, which makes sense. So yeah, I was finishing up my junior year classes around this time.
Whoa, who are you?
You'll notice that I, for whatever reason, really like using the scope in on a lot of these guns when I really shouldn't be using it. I don't know why I used to play the game like this, because I play this game so much better now.
Okay. Oh, I have the fire axe already? Okay. Well, what? There's chairs? Okay, well, I'm freaking out over a chair.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, so far this is exactly what it was in the other one, or Doom 2 rather. Oh god.
Am I gonna skip the secret?
I would definitely say that it's got some cool features. Some people don't. Christmas trees. I can cut
Christmas trees. Why did I say that? They're not even okay.
These down, right? Like I think I can cut these down. Oh, I can hold it back. I can. Okay. I thought I could.
I did skip the secret.
Okay.
What the fuck? Why did I do that? I didn't get any of the secrets. I didn't get any of the extra ammo or any of the extra health. That's so dumb. I didn't get any of the secrets. I didn't get the shotgun secret. I didn't get the secret with the stairs that go outside. Wow. What the fuck was I doing back then?
Okay, I'm just gonna text her to stop texting me right now, because I'm recording. I'm recording. Please stop texting me.
Yeah, this is a very common problem I had, where people would message me while I was streaming, or recording, both even. So, yeah. Sometimes I would have, like, impromptu guests. Which is funny, because that's happening right now, even. Fuck. I got a new phone, by the way. Not that that matters. I've had the same phone for the last, like, 3 or 4 years. 3-ish years. Don't listen to this? Okay, I won't.
Did they say die? I think they said die. That's too mean. I'm gonna kick you in the face. So, a little bit about me. My name is Noah. Pretty sure that's...
I don't go by that anymore, by the way. This was... Okay, so this is kind of going a little deep into my stuff, but, okay, so in about 2020, like, when I graduated, June 2020-ish, going into July 22... Or June 2021, going into July 2021, I had a VR headset that was given to me a few months prior. It was given to me completely for free from a friend that had like 3 or 4 others, because he's really rich and he's super nice. And he's like, hey, you guys want a headset? We don't really use this one. We're like, sure, why not? And it was virtually brand new. He gave us the box and everything. It was great. And my dad's laptop at the time that he had bought was like partially gaming setup for it. So we used his laptop, which is actually the laptop I have now. And it was great. It was awesome. And then he got a newer laptop. We were playing VR through that one, and it was way better than the one that I have even. So, but I remember on my own time I would play VR games, and I remember back when the Ugandan Knuckles meme was popular. When did this peak? 2016, 2017. Yeah, around 2017 and 2018 when the Ugandan Knuckles thing peaked and like VR chat was just becoming popular, I tried playing it on my old piece of shit laptop. It didn't work, so I gave up on it, and I didn't have VR, so it was not very fun. But I know most of the people that played it like that were on desktop anyway. When I did eventually get VR, and I was like, oh, that's right, VR chat is free. Maybe I should try that out again. And I tried it, and the night that I played it, I immediately fell in love with it. And I still play it to this day. I just played it last night, actually. It got to a point where I was playing it like every single day for several hours a day. And I did that for a long time. And I took some breaks off of it. Like, I think I took almost a year off back in like 2023-ish. But like, other than that, I mean, I was playing it very consistently. I'm not playing it as consistent anymore. I'm very much like kind of here and there with it. So, you know, but I still do enjoy playing it, and it's still a very important part of me. Honestly, I would play it more, but I just don't have very many people to play it with nowadays, so I just kind of don't. I only really go on for like 2 or 3 people, and that's if they're actually deciding to play the game at all. So yeah. But when I played that game, I realized I had this weird, like, obsession with, you know, playing, like, female avatars. And I kind of thought about it for a minute. I was like, well, maybe this is, like, maybe this is something I actually want to do. Like, maybe I'm more... I was already very feminine at the time, and I was kind of dancing around with, like, some feminine stuff. I had some friends of mine, like, buy me more like feminine clothes because I didn't really know how my family was going to see that whenever I did it myself. So I had someone else do it for me at first. And then eventually I started doing it on my own, but it was still kind of in secret. I kind of came to terms with being more gender fluid, which it made, because I was still okay with being male, but I had a very heavy female lean, and I really did like that. So I talked to, I think, the person I was dating at the time, and they're like, yeah, you know, maybe you're gender fluid. It makes a little bit of sense. So I stuck with that for a long time, and I kind of narrowed that down to just non-binary over the last few months or so. I've gone by several different names over the years. But no, that is my legal name. I don't go by that. At least not by, like, my friends and stuff like that. My family is a little bit of a different story. The people I've known in real life for years and years and years, also kind of a different story. But, you know, I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to separate my real life stuff from, like, the virtual stuff. So a lot of times I end up, like, in real life, I'll tell people my real name, but I'll still dress up like I normally would. But in, like, virtual spaces and things like that, I'll probably tell them, like, my preferred name and things like that, preferred pronouns, that kind of thing. I just don't make a huge deal about it. Anyway.
Been pretty obvious. I've had that up on my music channel, bio for the longest time now. So essentially, what my plan originally was to have one channel that would run, games. Well, no, I'm sorry, one channel that would run music and games. You know, oh, I can shoot the window. Because
I need to make sure that's not showing up. Hold up. Give me 1 sec. No, please. I need to make sure that does not show up because that's gonna suck. I do not want my Discord messages being shown on screen. That is crazy. Give me 1 second. Okay. Is this still gonna have the audio?
Because then if I have,
Yeah, okay. Thank fuck. Oh man, that was gonna be really bad. That was gonna be really, really bad. Okay, good. They're not showing up. Thank fuck.
Then I can, do exactly what I used to do. Some of you may know, I mean, the 9 subscribers that I have on my main channel. What's it called? My original channel got terminated for like no reason whatsoever, and I really don't know why. I have no clue. I made a request to try to decline it or like pull it back, and they didn't.
Yeah, so this is a funny story actually. So back in like 2019-ish or so, I had my entire YouTube channel deleted in front of me. I was actually it was at night. It was during the summertime, and I was watching YouTube on my phone. And I had published some videos prior, just like some streaming stuff, like really dumb stuff. Like I streamed on Roblox a couple times. I streamed a lot of games on the PS4, like Sonic. I think I streamed Sonic Mania. I think when that came out, I streamed it, and when Sonic Mania Plus came out, I streamed that as well. But for whatever reason, I didn't have any strikes, anything like that. It just kind of got terminated, and I don't know why. And I went to appeal it, and I got no response. And I remember like 4 or so months later, I finally got a response back from YouTube about the account and they said they're not going to appeal it. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what was the point of that? Like, not only did you wait 4 months to tell me no, but at that, like, they gave no reason for it, which is very fun. YouTube does not have to give a reason why they delete your account. And it's funny, I've now had this happen again, but it wasn't YouTube, it was Google. Google decided to take my entire Google account and remove it forcefully. Which meant the YouTube account that was connected with that is gone. The email that was connected to that was gone. And I'm still having trouble with some accounts. Like, even now, like, I did that happened to me back in, like, 2022. I'm still, like, having accounts for certain things come up where it's like the email is old and I have to change it, and maybe I can't, and I have to go through this thing through support being like, hey, I have no access to this email, can I change it this way or whatever like that. I had to do that with VR chat, and because I was a trusted user and I didn't have anything bad against my account, they're like, look, we can make this a one-time exception for you, but make sure you do not lose access to this account because we will not be doing this again for you. And I said, okay, it makes sense, that's fine. So yeah. Yeah, that was a fun time, and I got pissed because my first album, I had my album stream up on YouTube at the time. It was only up on SoundCloud for a while, but then I released it on YouTube as well. So I lost that, and now it's only up on SoundCloud. At some point in the future, I might either remaster the album, if possible, or maybe I'll just re-record it or something like that. I've thought about that before, but I'm not really sure if I want to do that or not.
They didn't pull it back, so I don't know. And what's funny is they emailed me back talking about them pulling it back, like literally 5 or so months after I emailed them saying, hey, can I get my account back? And then 6 months later, something like that, like four, I think it was 4, something like that.
Yeah.
It was a long freaking time though. They're like, yeah, no. We waited this long and we said no.
Yeah, I hated that
They
shit.
probably would have taken that long to find something wrong with my channel, because I literally don't remember doing anything wrong.
I don't either.
You know, I had like 9 subs.
Yeah.
I had about 9 subs. You know, I didn't really do anything. I just, you know, occasionally uploaded dumb videos of me playing stupid games for no reason. For no reason whatsoever. No good reason. There was no point in it, you know, because no one was watching it, and I occasionally live streamed games, you know, I played like Minecraft and the Spider-Man game, things like that.
That's right. Yeah, I did stream Minecraft a bit. I remember the world that I played on the PS4 version of Minecraft. I spawned in a village, and one of the chests immediately had like 6 diamonds in it, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is gonna be a lit run." And it was a very very good very good play. I probably still have that world on my PS4, but my PS4 doesn't work very much anymore, so I think it's lost the time, unfortunately. But I do remember that house. I remember the layout of the house and everything that I did. I also played the Spider-Man game for the first time on the PS4 as well. I streamed that game because it was very fun. I love that fucking game. And I played Miles Morales. I loved that as well. Spider-Man 2 game, fucking fantastic game. Loved that as well. Yeah, very, 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 very good good game. I forgot I streamed those games. Oh, I streamed Doom 2016 as well.
You know, it was fun, it was enjoyable, and I liked.
Yeah, and I had the YouTube account just kind of up as like a side hobby thing. I didn't really get very many viewers or much attention with it. I streamed Little Big Planet 2 or 3 a couple times as well. I didn't do it super often, but I did it every now and then. But I wasn't doing it as for this, I was doing it consistently. I had a proper schedule. I was editing and things like that. On the old channel, I was just streaming. I did not make any videos at all, really. There were some small clips of stuff that I uploaded every now and then, but it was very uncommon. So it was very weird for me to get terminated the way that I did.
I liked talking to myself for like over 3 hours.
I still like doing that.
Occasionally someone might join, and it'd be cool, and we would talk for maybe 5 minutes, and they'd leave. But
yeah,
you know, it was just kind of like my thing, and my music was also up there. You know, oh, wow, okay. Well, there's the first death of the video, so there you go. Probably not the last. Anyway, back to the point. Oh yeah, shotgun. I totally forgot about that. Anyway.
Don't ever get ADHD, kids. Don't ever get it. Not that you have any control of it, but if you did, don't get it, because this is exactly what. Oh yeah, and me being so excited about the shotgun like 3 levels in, because I didn't get it in 2 levels, which is crazy, because you can get it in the first fucking level, and I didn't get it in the first level. And I didn't get it in the second level somehow either. I didn't get like any of the secrets because I was so bad at Doom at the time. Because, let me think, I think my first time playing Doom would have been around this time in like 2020. I think I played it for the first time in 2020 in like January, February, before COVID started. And I played it on the Switch, because on the Switch it was like $4 or $5 for Doom 1 and Doom 2, and I played it and I was like, oh my god, this game is so good. And I was in love with it, and I sucked, and the controls sucked, and it was bad, but I fucking loved it. It was so much fun. And then I found out about the source ports on PC, and I was like, well shit, I'll do that. So I did that for a while. I also bought the Unity version of Doom 1 and Doom 2 on Steam. I played that for a little bit too, so I kind of dance between both of those. Every now and then I think usually I'll open up, if I want like an original experience, just in widescreen, kind of modernized, I'll play the new source port, or I'm sorry, the new Unity version. And then if I want like to mod stuff like Brutal Doom and whatnot, I'll play on GZ Doom.
Anyway, sorry, I get sidetracked very easily. ADHD is not a very fun thing to have.
Yeah, I didn't even need to talk. My old me knew exactly what I would say.
So yeah, my music was on that channel. My full EP, my full very first EP. You know, it was very special.
I didn't know how to get there. I think I still don't know how to get there, not based on memory, but I've done it before. Hello? I muted the video.
At the time, you know, right now it sounds like garbage because of all the new equipment that we have.
Dude, every album I've ever recorded sounds like garbage nowadays because the new shit that I've been working on is fucking incredible. And my music just gets better and better every year. Like, I find new technology, I find new ways to write, I get better at guitar, I get better at programming, I get better at writing, I get better at, like, making larger, bigger, nicer songs and things like that. So, it's ridiculous. I mean, and I still go back to my old first like album in 2020, like my first major release in 2020, and then I go back to my old EP on SoundCloud and I listen to those things and I was like, wow, you know, I was writing pretty well for as young as I was, because I was like 17, 18 when I wrote those things, you know, and um being 22 now, my birthday was just a couple of days ago. Being 22 now and, you know, recording my fourth album, working on a fifth album, and considering, you know, what to do for my sixth album here in the future. I mean, I'm working on so much shit all at the same time. It's ridiculous, you know. Not only am I consistently making really, really good stuff, but I'm also just getting better and better. I had kind of an interesting drought in 2023 with that album that came out. It wasn't very good, and I've talked about this on other like platforms like Instagram and some stuff where I talk about my music a lot more there. I had a very interesting drought where I had a very major like depressive wave come through and I could not write to save my life. And I think that worsened the album, unfortunately, but I think when in listening to the album and kind of understanding what I wrote it for and what it's about, what it meant to me and what it was meant to mean for other people, it makes sense. It's a very depressing album in terms of how I felt, how it sounds, and what it means, what it stands for. So it kind of ties together, but it was still not a great album in those terms. But I think it's just what I wanted to write at the time. So yeah, I would never say that it's an awful album. It's just it's not as good as the other ones.
For this new album that we're making, which is going to be not quite an EP. It's going to be, I think, maybe one song more than, oh god, maybe one song more than, you know, the last album was, which I guess technically still makes it an EP, but
I think technically 7 tracks is more than an EP. I think usually an EP is often like it's probably not even really based on song count. It's usually like album length entirely, like in whole. So usually, you know, like a lot of EPs have like 4 or 5 songs, which I haven't done yet. I've not done an EP yet. All my albums are full length. I've considered in the past, and also slightly recently, like recording like 4 or 5 really, really, really fucking good songs, and just dropping them like that, and not making a full record. And I've also considered maybe like going back and finishing up like B-sides and stuff like that, things that never made old records, which some songs I go back and finish and put them on main albums, which I've done before. And I'm doing that right now, actually. I did that for the last record as well. There was one song that I reworked into a completely different song, but I took parts of like the solo was the same, similar. The chorus was very similar as well. A lot of like the interconnecting parts. There were like riffs and stuff that I took from older songs that I didn't use, and I added them back into the newer stuff because they were part of a larger song, but there were sections of songs that I liked more than just the grander song itself, and I used those in the newer stuff whenever I could. Which is kind of nice. It's nice having a backlog of stuff, so it's just like, oh, I liked that riff, or oh, I liked that drum beat, or oh, I really liked the change up I did there. So I kind of grab from bits and pieces of there and combine them with the stuff that I actually like from what I'm currently working on to kind of build a piece. It helps whenever I have like a little bit of a block, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't know how many songs are gonna be on it.
It was 7 songs.
I officially decided. Well, actually, I'll tell you what gave me my I'll tell you what gave me my inspiration. So on my Instagram, my only Instagram at the time, as of last night, uh, I was uploading stuff about my music, and then I was also uploading like meme videos, maybe some meme pictures. I was maybe reposting stuff that people would send me, things like that. I'd say stupid stuff in my story, just be like, hey, look where I'm at, or whatever.
I still do that. I don't take as many photos of myself on Instagram anymore, but I do still have my music account. It still has all the old posts from when the 2020 album was coming out. But I did separate that. They're still separated, and I still post random shit on my main account. The Instagram link that's down here does not exist anymore. If you go to it, it just says page not found. But if you change it to like Acidic Eternity, I think this is the link. No. I don't remember what the name of it is, but it's like Acidic Eternity, like official something to that effect. I did change the name because Acidic Eternity Spams was like the main kind of conjoined account, and I changed it later on. But I never went back and changed those links because no one cares about that.
That's what you're doing, Jesus. I was like, who's shooting me?
Yeah, this level was the fucking death of me with Brutal Doom, especially for how shitty I was back then. I mean, this gameplay is just rancid.
I have the. That's.
I thought this gun was fantastic. It is dog shit. This game, this gun is dog shit, and I still used it way too much. I really just needed to get better at the shotgun, but I couldn't help but get over the fact that I had to reload all these guns because I was so used to playing it with not reloading. You know, nowadays this is like nothing to me, but you know.
Oh. One of my friends,
cuts myself off. Yeah, that happens. That still happens.
Named my Instagram, to Acidic Eternity Official. And one of my friends said, "Hey, I don't know, this might not be your opinion, but it's my opinion. I think it would be a good idea if you maybe made a separate YouTube channel that was like, all music. And then your other channel can be your spams, like, which I guess a spam in Instagram terms is, you just upload whatever the heck you want. It's not."
Yeah, and that's why I named it Spams at the time with a Z, because I'm cool and hip. I still talk to this guy, actually. The guy that I mentioned here in the video, he's my very, very long time friend. I love the guy. He's so cool. He's super nice. He's super funny. He is one of the smartest fucking kids I know on the planet. Like, he knows, like, nearly everything. If I ever ask him a question about anything in any realm of, like, anything that he might know about, he can give me a very, very detailed answer, like more shit than I'd ever need to know about whatever I asked about. He's so cool. And he's been like this since I've known him. I've known him since middle school. He was the first person that I hung out with, like, at their own house, and I slept over at their house at one point, I think, too. Their mom worked at the school that I went to, and they also went to the same school. And I had his mom as my teacher, and I found out, oh shit, I know your mom, she's my teacher, and things like that. So we kind of talked it out, and we hung out for a bit. Then a few years later, I found out he moved literally 5 houses down, 3 houses down even, from where I'm at now. And he still lives there. His family still lives there. So we live, like, right next to each other all the time. He's not home at the moment. So around, like, I think around the time we all graduated in, like, 2021-ish, he went off to the military, actually. No, I'm sorry. No, he graduated a year before me, because he was a year ahead of me. He's, like, 23, I think. He went off to basic training in, like, 2020-ish, Fort Benning. He sent me mail back. I just recently found the note that he sent me about the Army and telling me how much he hated it and didn't want, and told me not to enlist. And he still hates it. And now that he's out finally, which it's crazy that it's been that long. He's out like officially now, which is awesome. You know, unfortunately, he's got some disability stuff that he's got to worry about, you know, but he's getting 100% VA disability, which is fucking huge for him. You know, he doesn't really have to worry about work for a little while. He's going to start getting paid towards the latter half of this year. He's probably going to work some stuff on the side just to kind of get some money, things like that, so he's on his feet. And I think he did say he wanted to do something while he was, you know, because he wants to feel like he has something to do. So he wants to start work, but at some point. But he, you know, he doesn't have to worry too much about a house, and it's great. I'm really happy for him. You know, despite all the shit that he has to deal with. But other than that, you know, he's a fucking fantastic dude. And you know, when he's gone for a long time, you know, it's very apparent that he's gone. But he constantly messages me like. This guy fucking talks to me every single day. He sends me stuff all the fucking time, dude. But he's such a cool dude. Anyway.
Based off of anything, which I'm not in the lingo of you know, internet terms.
I'm still not.
You know, I have the knowledge of a boomer and the skills of a zoomer. You know, which I don't know what the heck a zoomer means. I know.
I still don't know what that means. This was kind of, yeah, a lot of like the Instagram, Twitter kind of lingo that gets talked about.
A boomer means, because I call everyone a boomer.
I also don't really know what boomer means either. I know boomer means old though. It's like a generational thing. I don't know exactly what the time frame, like the age range is for boomers nowadays, but no, I know they're older people usually. And I don't think I'm technically even a zoomer. Or no, I think I am. I think I'm Gen Z. Because I'm not a millennial, I'm Gen Z. A lot of the Instagram and like Twitter lingo I still don't really understand. Like a lot of the stuff comes out like I remember one of the ones that pissed me off was like until tomorrow. Just like, what the fuck does this even mean? Like what's the point? And I think I heard about it and it was just like, oh, something's up for a little while and then they delete it. It's like, okay, what's the point? And then there was the if you know thing that people still do, and I'm just like, again, what's the point?
But I do know it means a generally old person, I think. I'm not really sure. Once again, I'm totally out of the loop. Wow, I got jacked. I should have saved. I'm gonna start saving more. You're gonna see me do that a lot, is save all the time.
I still save all the time.
Unless I forget to do it, which is like what I just did.
I also forget to do it.
Something else I wanted to talk about was,
Don't shoot that. Okay, good.
just my music in general and how things are going.
Don't
you know,
die.
with recording and oh god, that's scary. Oh, he's about to shoot me. It's going pretty good actually, like really good. Oh, hey there.
Only 10 minutes in. Barely 10 minutes. I think I talked longer than the video even lasted, like before we were even like the first minute in, which is crazy.
This game is so crazy, dude. It's going pretty good, and I'll tell you what made me turn my head around in this whole music.
I'm getting a Discord call. Just give me 1 sec. I gotta tell this guy no. He just got home from work, I think, so he's probably just trying to call me or whatever. I still use DistroKid and I still have no money. I also can't talk. I still can't talk. I also don't know English. Still don't know English. I am American though. Wow. That's dated. That's fun. I forgot I said that. Cause I'm fucking stupid. Cause you don't know how to play the game, dumbass. DistroKid is very cool. If you are an up-and-coming musician and you want to just have easy access to upload your stuff, use DistroKid. It is so inexpensive and it is so easy to use. It's fucking insane. And we've been using it like just ever since. Like my dad just kind of had the payments come out like I think he's only had to pay for it like 5 times, I think. Considering we started it in 2020 and it's now the 5th year. Of us using it. So he's only had to pay, what, $100 in 5 years? Like, that's fucking nothing, dude. That is nothing. And we have unlimited access to upload whatever we want with one band. As many albums, as many singles, whatever we want to do. We can do covers, too. It's an additional cost to kind of get the royalties for it, but we can do covers, too, if we want to. I was thinking about doing that at one point, too, but it's a lot of work. It's true. Napster? What the fuck? Napster, I'm sorry? Why did I say Napster? Why did I say Napster? Oh, because Napster is a streaming service now. That's right. It probably is on it probably is on Napster. I, there goes back to me not knowing how to talk. The cool thing about DistroKid is that not only does it have all the stuff that you know about, there's like 20 other streaming services that my music is on that I've never even fucking heard of. Like there's a French streaming service called Deezer, and I don't know what this is. I have no clue what this is, but my music's on there. That's cool. My music's on TikTok, I think, even. I don't know what that's there for. It's on Instagram. You can, if you want to post a story with my music, you can do that. I've done that before. That's cool. Yeah, that's usually always cool. I also did not know how to quick save, so every time I saved, I had to type it in because I did not know the shortcut for it. I think it's one of the F keys, function keys. Honestly, every time I play this part in like regular Doom, I'm still very weary about it because of this version of the game. Even though it's not nearly as hard in the original Doom as it is here, but also I just kind of suck at the game. Like I would never play like this ever, normally. Misses entirely. Yep. I didn't kill a damn thing, and I'm still using this fucking dumb submachine gun. I'm gonna die here again, I think. I don't know if I get the rocket launcher secret here, because I know there's a supercharge there, and that would have really helped. I probably could have put 2 and 2 together that the rad suit was for the toxic waste pit to go find the rocket secret, but again, I'm stupid. I've been a project. I was trying really hard not to swear in my original videos, but eventually I just did it anyway, and I would censor it out. But like when I stream, it's kind of impossible, so you know, I just say whatever I want. Wow, I had 20 minutes on the 3rd level. That's crazy. So this video was probably like an hour long, because I think I played all of Knee Deep in the Dead. No, I didn't, because this is part 1. But I think I played like the first 5 levels and then played the last 3 later on. See, the downside of saving like that is that I have 30 different saves with different numbers, and the only thing I can go off is the number. When if I just quick saved, it would save over the previous save I made, and it would update automatically, because why the hell would I want to go back to an old save? So this just kind of gathered up like resources on my laptop, and I didn't need it. Because you suck. I still hate this section. I absolutely hate this section. I love Brittle Doom so much. Oh my god, I've had the audio turned off for fucking ever. I'm so sorry, guys.
DistroKid has helped me get my music out.
I thank God I had fucking captions on. Good lord.
There, and I feel like it's going to really help in the future for when I need to, when I need to, just, you know, let's say someone's like, oh, hey, I heard you have a band, you know, what's it called? You know, and I can give them several different places to go to. Like now, like beforehand, I had to use Spotify.
SoundCloud.
Because that was just all I had, you know? That was all I had as an option to share music from. I mean, because YouTube kind of worked, but I just didn't have time for it. So, you know, I just didn't really do that very much. Oh god.
Oh god.
You frick. Oh god. Health. Yes. Oh, that just went right back down the drain. What? How? I was not even close to it. Jesus. Alright, well, you know what? I'm gonna no, I can't do that.
That's crazy. I was considering doing fucking God mode on the 3rd level. Christ, dude. This is a shit show.
The 3rd freaking level. I'm so much better at this game.
I had to really lock in. See, the problem is I was focusing on and it's my first video. I was focusing more on talking and gameplay and things like that at the same time, so it was hard for me. But now I can do this like on a whim. Like I do Discord calls where I'm playing games like that are way harder than this, and it's like not a big deal.
What the? Oh my god! How do I get to that? I want that. I want.
I didn't know how to get there.
Supercharge. Give me the supercharge. Well, I think going down there is probably not going to lead to me very much. Oh, yes it will. Yes it will. And I have the rocket launcher now.
This is probably like my first time seeing this secret.
Okay. Now we can save here. Dang. Alright. Save. Brutal. Doom. No. D5. Alright. Now we can make some progress.
I don't remember if I did 4 or not.
Now we can just get shot all we want, because it doesn't matter. I also have a little more confidence, because I can just go out in the open and just get shot, because no one's going to kill me. And we have super armor now. So yeah, if you're a musician and you have DistroKid, if you're a musician and you don't have DistroKid, I strongly recommend you get it, because it's so amazing, and I don't have enough like mental capacity to describe it in the fullest, because it's just that good.
I had no clue where I was going.
So now we can take on this part. Well, we already did that though, right? No, we didn't actually. Whoa, whoa, whoa. My game just lagged for a minute. It's kind of scary. About to lose my health.
Oh my god, dude. I'm so bad at aiming.
Health pack. That was kind of weird. Okay, I want you to see a trick. Boom. I jumped. Cool trick.
Yeah, I skipped half the level because I jumped over it instead. That's very funny.
That took way too long for that level. I only have a short time left. I may do this level and then probably just, you know, call it a quits. I'm gonna put you out of your misery, sir.
You're already dead, bud. Calm down.
Or maybe not. Oh, there we go. So, let's talk about Doom for a little bit. Let's talk about Doom. Doom has been a very cool, like, kind of thing that I've been getting into the past, like, 4 or 5 months, you know. I was like, you know what? It's $5 on Nintendo Switch. I'm just gonna buy it.
So yeah, I was still very new to Doom when I was playing this for the video.
I'll tell you what, the graphics certainly improve a lot just with this 1 watt. I mean, it really doesn't change. Oh, it changes quite a bit, actually. I was gonna say it doesn't change all that much, but it changes quite a bit. In all honesty. Well, I'm just. Oh God, I hate this part. I hate this part.
I still hate this part. I
so much.
fucking hate this section.
Kill
It's
you
so
before I have
bad.
to deal with you. Die. Thank you. And then there's more health over here.
Watch out for the Taro Pinkies.
Ah.
I'm sorry, not Taro Pinkies.
I'll tell you one
The
thing I
the
really
invisible
don't like is
Pinkies.
specters in this game.
Specters.
In this game in particular, they just suck. You know,
Why did
they're
I-
really hard to see.
I was so adamant on killing that thing
is
that
one
way.
thing. Oh God, I blew myself up. Oh, I also just died, and I also didn't save again. Oh my God, I'm torturing you guys. I'm so sorry. So yeah, let's talk about Doom. So Doom has been really, very cool part of my life. You know, and I've only just really got into it. I played all the Doom 1, and I loved the crap out of it. I loved the crap out of it. I have 10 minutes. I need to finish this level. Either that, or I need to call it quits. I'm gonna try to finish it as best as I can, and if I die again, then I'm just gonna pick it back up
Wow,
later on.
cannot type to save my life.
I played Doom 1, I loved the crap out of it, so I was like, you know what, for $5 more, let me just get Doom 2. Doom 2 was great. I still think personally Doom, oh my God, I still think personally Doom was a lot better than Doom 2.
I still think that. I still think that. And watching more Doom content in the last, like, 4 years, 5 years even, I mean, well, I guess since this recording, you know, I watched a lot of, like, my favorite streamers play it. I know so much about Doom now, like, the gameplay, the mechanics, like, the small little bits of, like, the code in the original games, things like that, small little, like, bits and pieces that only nerds would know about. I know about all that shit now, and I think Doom 2 is still, in terms of the gameplay, it's a worse game. A lot of the larger kind of city-ish levels were just kind of, like, not great. The beginning parts of it aren't bad. But the latter half of it kind of falls off, and I think it's just not nearly as iconic as a lot of the stuff in Doom 1. And when I go back to Doom 2, I still feel like it's just not, like, you know, familiar to me yet. It might also be because I haven't played Doom 2 nearly as much as I played Doom 1, but, you know, I think still to me, ultimately, Doom 2 is not as good as Doom 1.
That might be kind of controversial, because think about all the things Doom 2 added.
Yeah, in terms of the stuff Doom 2 offers, like the weapons and the enemies, it is so good. I mean, and think about it, like, the super shotgun is Doom. Like, when you think about Doom, you think of the super shotgun. Those things kind of go together. So it makes sense. It's iconic in that regard, where it added the most important things to the game. You know, the Revenant, the Archvile, the Arachnotrons, the Hell Knights, things like that. The icon of sin, I mean, like, all those things are super important to Doom and its story and the gameplay and things like that. So that's part of why it's kind of hard to say it's a worst game. But outside of that is kind of why I don't like it. Like, all the additions are fucking great, and I love all of them, and they're so Doom, they're so very Doom, because that's kind of where they started. You know, when you play the newer Doom games and you're like, oh cool, you know, it just makes sense. When you go back to the old Doom games, it's like, oh, here's where it started, and it still feels very Doom, because like that's just kind of how you feel about Doom when you play it. Is all the stuff in Doom 2 is like, oh, this is it, you know what I mean?
Are extremely, extremely important to the Doom franchise. Like, the super shotgun. The super shotgun in general is extremely important to the Doom franchise. Oh my god, that was cool.
I was so excited, dude.
That's one way to deal with him. I didn't buy Doom 3 for very obvious reasons. One, because many people said they didn't like it, and I already was going to be put off by...
I still haven't played Doom 3. I've touched it a little bit, and I have played a couple hours of it, but I didn't get very far in it. I've heard the game is, like, way longer than it needs to be. I need to go in and play it at some point. I know it's not amazing, but I know it's just kind of its own thing, so... But I do have to play that still.
And it wasn't anything like this, so I just didn't want to get into it. Oh god, oh god. So I just didn't really care to get into it, so I didn't. And I mean, it's $10. I mean, $10 is just as easy to pull out of your butt, as $5 is. But you know, I had plenty of money to buy it. I just didn't care to buy it, so I didn't, and I don't plan on it. Where's my gun? Oh my god, shotgunner. Shotgunner. I hate you so much. I killed you. I totally shot you right in the face, dude.
There are iron bars there, bud.
How you live too long.
The "you live too long" bit I took from one of the streamers I watch when he plays games like that, when he shoots at something and doesn't die quickly enough. I don't really say that much anymore, though. You see, I have to, when I'm replaying a lot of these parts, I'm quiet because I have to, like, focus. And then I start talking. I'll be like, alright.
Okay.
Or I say okay.
Did some good work on my frickin' shotgun now. So yeah, Doom 2016 was really good. Oh, no. I know it's good, but I haven't actually played all of it. I bought it. Sorry, I bought it. I have 9 minutes left. Wait, 9 minutes? No, 5 minutes left. Wait, 5. I have 6 minutes left. I can't add. That's another thing about me. I can't add.
What does it say? What does it say?
I have 6 minutes left. I can't add.
That's why all your dumb friends are in pre-calc and you are. Yeah. So a lot of the friends that I had in high school, were already in pre-calculus by the time I was in, like, my sophomore and junior year, and I took all of the math classes dumb people took whenever they couldn't get into algebra.
That's another thing about me. I can't add.
I still can add. I suck at math.
God.
I'm getting better at it because of the job that I'm working at. It has to do with money and counting and stuff like that, so I'm getting way better at it, but I still suck at adding.
Yep. Forgot what I was doing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run.
Why would I run completely out and around instead of just peek and then run back? That's a lot more reasonable.
Oh, get out. Get out of here.
There are so many other better ways to play this, dude. Yeah, that's crazy. I did 3 levels in part 1, and then it took me almost an hour. That's fucking insane. That's crazy, dude.
Okay, so, oh my god.
I think I recorded this on my lunch break. I think that's why I had a time restraint, because normally I would do it after I did school. I would, like, finish school and I would start recording, like, immediately. Just so I could do it before my family got home, because I would usually get off school at like 2 o'clock. So I gave myself like 2 or 3 hours to record and everything like that, which I usually didn't need all that much time, but you know.
What is going on here? I don't know what that is, but it's terrifying, and I hate it. I actually hate that.
Oh, I didn't know about the secret behind me.
I don't even care about that. I'm not even gonna go do that. I'm tired of this room. I hate this room so much. This is my least favorite room, I think, out of most rooms in this game.
This room in episode 1 is probably, that room in episode 1 is probably my least favorite still. I think even still it's my least favorite. I don't know, in terms of other rooms and other episodes, I'm not really sure, but that one's pretty bad.
This level just is tough.
I do suck at Doom. At least here I did, but not anymore.
So, oh, there's a secret over here, I think. I think this is the one with the secret in it.
I think this secret is mandatory.
Yes, it is. Okay, good.
No,
I
it's
need
not.
This.
No, this secret's not
I think
mandatory.
I'm all out of time. Yeah, I'm about out of time. I'm gonna try to get an early start, in my virtual class. But yeah.
Wow. Why?
Brutal Doom. Pretty good game. I'll start finishing it up when I get back. Well, I will see you later, I guess. Bye.
Yeah, talk about humble beginnings, I guess. So yeah, that's that. That's my first video. I don't know if I'll be doing this anymore, if I'll continue watching my stuff, because it's kind of neat hearing my own stories and kind of going back and being like, oh yeah, that's right, that happened in my life, or oh, this was happening, or that kind of thing. And like hearing stuff before it was happening, and things like that. Yeah. It's kind of neat to do. I might come back and do it. Honestly, I might just rewatch it on my own time. I'm not really sure though. But I can't stay here much longer because I have someone that's expecting me and I don't want to be late. So, yeah. I kind of glad I did this. Just, you know, a small little blast from the past or that kind of thing. I'm not sure if I'll be streaming any games here anytime soon. I'll probably stream the racing game once that comes out in like September, but that's a little while from now. I don't really have anything else major going on in my life. If Sonic Rumble comes out anytime soon, I might play that on stream a little bit. But other than that, really, I don't have very many other games that I care to stream at the moment. Maybe if I get bored enough, or maybe I'll come back and do the episode 2, and just look at that kind of thing. Maybe I'll watch my most popular videos as well, the Sonic Heroes video, which I don't know why that's so popular, but whatever. Maybe I'll go back and watch that. I don't know. But for now, I'm just going to go. Skibbity.